Hello, Northstar here with another Mountain Blade Warband Let's Play. Now, I do apologize. I'm lagging a little bit here with my long COVID. It's the same day as the last video. I'm tired, running out of energy quickly, and I'm trying to get as many videos as I can done today. Hopefully, moving on to some other Let's Play series later today if I don't do it 10 more of these. Um, I have to survive, and I gain my YouTube channel to where I can monetize eventually as the way I can hope to do that because disabled long COVID and the government's screwing me of SSDI because one of the key jobs I did was for a university while I was in grad school. So they're saying that was payroll tax exempt because of this stupid rule created in the mid 90s making jobs you do while you're a student for the university payroll tax exempt, even if their jobs would normally not be if they were in the private sector, same exact work. Um, and it was honestly, it was added just so they could screw young people get disabled out of disability. Um, because young people don't have much political power in America. And it's all about uh, greed and screwing people over, increasing the privilege of those at the very top and trying to protect the falling rate of profit. Anyways, I don't do a perfect job of this. This game, but I'm trying my best. So I know I'm relentless, self-critical too, but I hope you guys are enjoying it. Another tournament. These tournaments get me combat XP. So, all right, I'm red team. God, I was pressing E instead of F. Alright, why am I messing with melee when I have a crossbow and I'm on a horse? That was dumb of me. They're running too freaking fast. Why does the cursor keep disappearing? I want the crosshair. Disappears at the worst times. Like it's there until I'm... And why... I don't even see these arrows, these crossbow bolts, sticking in their shields. Game probably just doesn't want me to win a tournament at this rank. I don't know. See, it's there. I turn. Nothing happens. I shot the crossbow bolt. I don't get a message. Should be wearing at the shield, if nothing else, of these guys, but I'm pretty sure it's glitching and not even... There we go. Okay, it doesn't have a shield. Ah! What the heck? Somehow I'm able to fight another round after that? You kidding me? God. I swear the game does this intentionally. Picks someone it's gonna make sure wins, and that doesn't even make any sense. Oh, lagging that much my long COVID. Of course, the game's also doing weird things like not playing music right now. So maybe there's some sort of lag issue. Well, not lag, but stuff not going through. Message game not responding as quick as it should, causing bugs. Fish, I bought them for a higher price than that. Yeah, there'll be other villages that sell fish around here. Buy fruit, sell fish. Hmm. 39 for the fruit. Now that I already have some, I might as well buy more. Oh, that's an incomplete basket I sold earlier. It's not worth it for incomplete. Alright. Run. He wants to sound letter guy. Someone who's currently in Almara Castle, but probably be coming for the tournament in Jakala. I'm assuming there's another day of it. People are leaving, so maybe that was a one-day thing. Fucheza. Cheap fruit, cabbage, olives, which I can still see, cheese. They don't have the money to buy silk off me, but they do dye. Ooh, silk sells for a ton here. It's unusually bad price the olives, but whatever. I should say, and that's an unusually bad price of olives. The wine's unusually cheap. The city. Famous Fukin wine. don't know why the soundtrack bugged. Cheap olives. There we go. It's music and nothing that's too obnoxious. So one of the things, I had to press the I key twice in inventory. God, I had problems with the hotkeys not working in this game reliably. I had to press them multiple times. So something fucking eating the RAM up on my computer. Probably Windows bullshit. So I need the money to pay back those taxes I collected, which is like 35 something. It's a lot of money. Some of it I spent on upgrading armor. A lot of it just got stolen by brigands when I got abducted like a zillion times in a row. $547 on the olives. And my stupid people eat. Bunch of it. So I lose 1 dinar in the olives, although I suppose it's like they eat at specific times of the night or something. It always seems to be perfectly timed to screw me over. But with Hank, I've always had terrible luck. Everything. Life. I mean, I got screwed by being growing up abusive father, mother with all sorts of trauma in her past and issues. Rock's declaring the Serenades. Well, that means I can't enter Serenade lands because I'm technically a Rodok mercenary. Health issues that probably genetics since I was young. Ranging from allergies to super sensitive skin to there's my allergies. Stupid sneeze. Hold on a moment. To some kind of breathing issue that was thought to maybe be asthma. The allergies were a huge problem growing up, and I got bullied because of them. They were really bad. I was a little kid. I get frequent constipation also, so all these different health problems. Finally moved around a bunch for me. Count Murican wants me to join him, but where is he? Herengoth Castle. That's not even in... They're not at war with Swadia. Why is he... So I got displaced a ton as a kid and then ended up in a one place where, of course, I was getting bullied, even though it wasn't everywhere I moved. And then my parents got divorced, and the way it played out, I ended up growing up in freaking poverty, on top of having had suffered all this displacement for building my dad's career that then did not do jack for my economic circumstances because my parents divorced. Now that played out. Then um, the way that that played out ended up having my father try and get teachers at the schools going all the way into high school trying to cause problems for me and bad mouthing my mother at the same time. And some parents just pick on me because they don't like either of my parents, my dad or my mom. Um, and my brother freaking slacking off in school and saying it was just the teachers didn't like him because me, when all I ever did was sometimes talk back to people who were intentionally picking on me and giving me a hard time. But that allowed him to not blame my dad, who was actually responsible for teachers giving him a hard time. Um, but his choice to slack off actually made things worse for me because people came and like, why isn't your brother study as hard as you did? I mean, it's like I'm not responsible for his behavior. I can't. Me and my brother did not have a good relationship at that age. It's like I don't. He doesn't even listen to me. He dislikes me thanks to my father's influence. Actually, it's a long story. Except he didn't think parents should have favorites, so he tried to cultivate a rivalry between me and my brother, and it worked. Um, he thought parents should have a favorite. Did I misspeak? And also, and he said that'd be my brother, and also he thought it'd be better if siblings had a rivalry, so they would like try to outcompete each other. It's messed up, but anyways, so a combination of picking a favorite and so intentionally trying to cultivate that, and yeah, it was just not a great situation. I guess that plays in father's abuse. Uh, but got to college. Don't grapes normally sell for more here? Like most of the men in my family who consistently slacked off, including father, one of my grandfathers, and my brother when he got to college. I worked very hard, but I was also having to balance that with trying to build some kind of social life because I had a very stifling high school and other period of my life, like high school and before. Very stifling upbringing. So I didn't have amazing grades, and then decided my senior year of college I wanted to be a pre-med, which I might have decided a lot sooner, but I was constantly earlier in my life, especially like before getting to college, bullied and treated as if I never. Where are they all going? Oh, there's the marshal. Meet again. I have a company of good-hearted soldiers with me, ready to join you. He likes more for reporting, but it might not stick around him. Now you're a man of sound judgment. We trust that you do as necessary to support campaign. I do not require you to remain close at hand. I will not count against you if you believe that your forces be better use elsewhere. But if you do choose to remain with me to support me in battle, that would be appreciated. I may also have additional tasks. Well, what are those? Right. Meant to buy supplies, but I'll check with the village elder, see if there's anything I can do here. I need to do that periodically. Anyways, partly because of my economic status, partly because of my parents. People did not exactly encourage me to consider that I might be able to become a physician. And so he wants me to train his townsfolk to defend themselves. I do have 20 days for that, though. 3 days for the other thing, so I'll come back to do this. Hmm. But the problem is you need basically straight A's in college to become a physician. So my grades were bad. Mix of A's and B's. Also, the college I happened to be at, and I was not one that did great in inflation at all, which was another spot of bad luck. Could have predicted I would end up discovering a passion for medicine. I mean, there's things about your personality and stuff, so that's a spot bad luck. But and I had such upbringing that I couldn't discover that earlier. Passion. How am I doing for time? 22 minutes. When the armies are all away, brigands tend to run loose in the countryside, so I can actually do some good here, hunting around for them. And there is that quest to clear the brigand site. Sell the dried meat for a bit of profit. Now I rarely sell pork from that, but I'll buy the cheese and wool. Sell the meat, cheese and wool. So yeah, at a lot of places that did great inflations, and I would have actually had the kind of GPA I needed with the work I put in. Even having, well, trauma in my past and need to make friends in college, and those things both somewhat affecting my grades. And that the trauma meant I spent a little more time doing like meditation. I took some meditation classes and dance and other things that helped with my state of mind and just finding myself a little. Because no human being is, well, invincible. Even if you're good at handling stress like I was, you do need sometimes some things to get over a difficult past like mine. Sell grain for a little loss so I can buy this really cheap cabbage. You know, meditation is a healthy way of dealing with stress, but it does take time. College students get up to all kinds of trouble. There are unhealthy ways dealing with stress. Ritually poor, Elvia. Very cheap grain. I don't even have any room for it. Telling that guy tomorrow. So it's difficult for me to multitask. Thanks to COVID here. Used to be much better when I was healthier. Anyways, so I made the most of my situation. I'm type on my past scores. I had made the most of my situation, and I went off to grad school, master's, but then the program was shutting down while I was in it, which I couldn't have expected, and I actually got bullied there by some undergrads, which was completely blindsided me. Didn't go as great as I would have expected, so I continued to gain clinical experience after studying for the MCAT, took the MCAT, did very well. This whole story getting trapped in a rural area right after grad school, thanks to being financially conservative and trusting a family promise, did not come through of helping me relocate to a family was where there were actually jobs in my field. So that stank, and it was while I was able to move to a major urban area and start work as an EMT, but eventually I did that. Of course, bad luck struck yet again. I was there a little bit. The company getting bought out by another company and a rearrangement of the upper management, and someone coming to power who had been powerless before, but had for some reason a thing against me, just disliked me. I'd never had any problems with any of the people in charge before, so that person made life stressful, which got a little bit in the way of some night classes I was doing at the same time because I was a little overstressed, but that meant I got A- in one of them instead of straight A's, but nonetheless, was doing well. Night classes, shadowing of a doctor even while I was working as an EMT, taking care of my health, running and stuff, some hikes, trying to date on top of my life. And then I had a coworker suggested I do a special master's program. Recommend I apply one. He was going to apply it himself. We thought maybe we'd even both end up there together. Unfortunately, he didn't get in that program, and I did. The one I went to. Sorry, he didn't get into a program, and I did. The one that I ended up going to. I think he got in a different one. I didn't, but don't remember for sure if he got into that one or if he just didn't get into any of the programs he applied. I think we. Anyways, went to special masters, getting straight A's. It was a program where if you did even a mix of A's and B's, you're almost. It was a very, very difficult program that included basically about the first year of an MD broken up. About 2/3 of the first year of an MD broken up and stretched over a full year in terms of the academic material, and without any of the stuff that was cut out was stuff that'd be inappropriate for non-medical students to be doing. Like you didn't have any of the stuff where you practice interviewing patients or anything, but a lot of the actual science classes that you do in a first year of an MD. So about 2/3 of the curriculum. So it is a very difficult program, and a mix of A's and B's alone would be enough to get into a medical school. Almost everyone who did that got in, but I was getting straight A's, so I was definitely getting in. I took that kind of again, did even better than the first time. I was almost certain everyone was positive I was going to get into a med school. I was a little nervous about because I'd had terrible luck my whole life, and I was figured something would go wrong, but people thought I was just worried for nothing. But the pandemic struck, and I got COVID. First time it took me about 3 months to cover, but struck me right before summer, so I kind of lost the ability to get much done that summer. Which also research that was supposed to start at the beginning of summer got delayed because of the pandemic, so that sucked. So I lost most of a summer thanks to that, but then I recovered just in time for the second year when I already finished my medical science classes with straight A's and was starting into the classes for another master's I tacked on that was supposed to help me with job opportunities. So if I didn't get into med school, I'd at least have a backup plan. the one that at least had, taught valuable job skills. A lot of people that did this got in. Into the pharmaceutical field, were able to get good jobs in it. So, but yeah, so I was getting straight A's in the second year, and I got COVID again because you can get it more than once. You can get it after a certain amount of time has passed from your previous infection. So 10 months had passed. That was long enough to get it again. Got from my roommate who came back from a business trip, which he should not have taken, already knowing he was sick, especially he should have quarantined in place on the trip. He did not. It was like not like some big official gathering. It was like he took a company car and drove between states. So he absolutely could have, or actually, I think he used his own car and got reimbursed or something. I don't remember. He absolutely should have quarantined in place. He was able to do it. He didn't. He was irresponsible. He didn't believe. I'd already told him before you can get COVID more than once. He didn't believe that. So he thought he wasn't exposing me to anything dangerous, which I got COVID again. I got long COVID from that. Never got better. My life is ruined. And this is just a fraction of the terrible luck I've suffered in my life. Just to give an idea of some of the things that have happened. I need to hunt down this fugitive before night falls here. Just looking for the nervous man. So, yeah, I've had terrible luck in my life. There's many other things too I haven't talked about, but that alone may not be enough to make someone believe I've had terrible luck. But if you knew, well, all the things, definitely agree. Right, where is this guy? It's not that big a village. It's like a tiny speck where some fences knocked down, but I've been through here. Probably hiding in a barn or some nonsense or house. Gotta be somewhere. This is doing some nonsense where he's like outside town on the hill or something. Probably not. That area mostly exists for battles where you would can't even jump that fence without more speed. That melon patch, whatever gets in the way. Someone's gotta know something about him. The villagers just tell me to look around for him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave the village and try this again. I think that'll change his location. It's random. I just can't find the brick. It's a frustrating thing. Alright, I'm hunting outside the village a little. This is ridiculous. He must be outside or something. It's pretty out here, I have to say. Even with this game's antiquated graphics. This tiny speck of a village and the guy cannot be seen. This annoys the heck out of me. Nothing ever goes the way I like it. Ever. Seems like. Let's follow this villager and see where they path. Spot to the water's edge and back. Probably to simulate get fetching. I give up. Waste of bloody time. But yeah. It's not a horrid price for wine. 151. I just saw it. Some nonsense before. Manhunters are probably getting overwhelmed by a bunch of mountain bandits here. That's funny. I better help them. I feel like there's some thought I didn't finish besides, he's actually probably the last guy's the one. If I think about it. Yeah, Let's upgrade these guys to footmen so they can keep getting experience. So they don't die in the fight. Robot troops seem to have higher morale, so I might use up the Serenade first. I not lose too many Rodox. Anyways, yeah, there's enough time for this fight, I think. Rush to aid the Manhunters. 68 troops on my side, the enemy's 43. A little bit of renown to be gained. Infantry? Alright, that order stuff is nonsense. I should just... The AI will handle itself, and I'm wasting opportunity to gain experience. Reinforcements have arrived. For the enemy, I guess? Get out of the way! Cool. Reliably, all 5 of my companions got wounded. I swear they're useless in a fight at this level. Lost 1 Serenade footman and 1 Rodok tribesman. Well, tribesmen are kind of just cannon fodder at that level. And 7 wounded footmen. Capture a bunch of bandits. Thank you for your help, sir. You saved our lives. Indeed, I did. You'd have gotten wiped. The prisoner capacity for taking more than 5 of the bandits captive. Definitely gonna have to leave some foodstuffs here or something. Probably this partial stack of grains. Not that expensive to replace. Strong short bow. Huh. Less time keeping the worst one, I guess. Oh, that's a high power draw level. No. Cracked fur covered steel. Oh, Nordic shield. These are that's actually an upgrade versus the ones. Buying price 47, but this might not sell for as much as the green actually. Since green's an actual demand, crack shields are not. Could be wrong, but I suspect. Cool. That stuff. The rest is just low value junk. Veteran spearman, that's next level. Trained veteran, whatever. Alright. These aren't terrible stats. To Fedner. Sorry, some insect decided to start biting me. Oh. Sells cheese. It's a good price for the amount there is there. Yeah, the shields. Could upgrade Elaine's shield. The backup one as Oriclethes. This suspect Timira is going down before she even gets to her backup shield. Yep, let's upgrade Elaine's. Or actually, this one. I like the wooden preference to the battered Nordics and cracked ones sometimes because they have one resistance, so it's a little better against crushing weapons. It's very rare backup shield will break, so sometimes the primary, but yeah, so comparing this, you can always sell the battered for more anyways. Cheza and then Vuka. Pay well for smoked fish. That's good. Not so well for cheese, grain, or cabbages, but let's get some more Rodox training. Cheese. And wine. I mean fish. Fish and cheese so well. Not wine, this is a source of wine. Hey, these fur cover shields are freaking enormous. I forgot about that. It would actually make an excellent backup for someone. Because it covers a lot of the back. Pretty sure Norg's sword is not an upgrade for anyone. Exchange this. This? No, that make his encumbrance really high. Ah. Gets very huge. Eh. Thing's kind of slow, isn't it? Extremists might actually use that melee. Fine. I'll lay in the enormous shield. Gigantic. See if I can find a ransom broker. Yep. Let's see if I can help this village. Oh. Any quests? Where's that village elder? He's the only guy who ever is out at night. Are you kidding me? Wrist received damage. I mean, that should have broken its legs, but I didn't realize fall damage was stimulating this game. There should have been more than that. Where's that bloody village elder? I can't find anyone lately when I need to. Should be easier to find him than ever. He should be the only guy out at night. There he is. Right next to some spikes that will maim my horse. God, how do I even get down there? And of course, he doesn't need anything. $132 dinars for a head of cattle? Oh, I could profit off one of those. Let's do one. You should be able to make the cattle follow you. You can do that in Banner Ward. That's close enough. I'm not going to keep waiting for this. I'm sure the meat won't age in such a short distance to Vuka. 2 beef. Only made 2 dinars off that. Oh well. Pointless. buy the hides just so I can sell them some wine. Wayne's not that upset, apparently. Someone's around here looting caravans. Yeah, I know you're dismayed about the quest item too, but I couldn't find the bloody brick. Where's... No sign of an army. Maybe it was looted a while ago. Part of the reason I was hanging out here is... Oh, Chase's being raided. That's not an army I can beat. Speed of 4.2. Yep, I can outrun him. Oh, come on, leave me alone. Ah! Battle shall ensue. This guy should come to my aid. I should be able to chase down this army. Ah, I need your help, buddy. And of course he didn't help me. This is just gonna be a slaughter. My men. Archers? What? I don't have any archers. Why is archers? Alright, this is ridiculous. I got distracted by... Yeah. Not gonna do that. I don't know why the idiot... Does he not have any sense? Any sense at all? Do I have to tell him? He just doesn't like me. Alright, well, I'm not gonna mess with that if... Just wait near Chesa while the guy gets driven off. Messing with someone that dumb. Was that other guy dropped on his head? That's how you lose a war. Or is he just trying to screw me over? Get me killed, I don't know. No. No. Wild goose chase. You can't catch me. Carrying too much grain. I need to be faster. This army rolling in the area. So all the hides, the grain, even if it's a slight loss. I'm lucky. Nope. This guy doesn't have enough of a clue to... What are you doing? He's going to festival. Chikala. Well, good to know that's happening. Or tournament, rather. Oh, my mercenary pay is higher than before. Must have updated for my larger army. Saw the wine. It's weighing me down too much. Oh, the grain's actually selling really well. Chance to offload a lot of grain. Just carrying too much. Cool, cool, cool. And buy some fish. Alright, well, it is tournament time yet again. But I know you folks do not want to watch a video that's like an hour and a half, so that's going to have to be it for this video. I will see you folks in the next one. I'll probably just pick it right up. Maybe stretch briefly. Wish you all the best. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves, and may you always find a guiding star to lead you home. Adieu.